settle, and the canteen is running on dry. But I'm chasing a silhouette yonder, where the emerald cuts through the sky. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen, and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire, and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. Stagecoach, don't stop here no longer, and the gold mines have all turned to rust. But there's a light in that valley of shadows that I'd follow through thunder and dust. It ain't about riches or glory, or the names in the ledger of old. It's the warmth of a stove in the winter, when the prairie turns bitter and cold. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen, and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire, and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. I've outrun the law and the weather, I've outlasted the heat of the day, but I'm tired of being the hunter when my heart's half a lifetime away. Just a few more miles through the sagebrush, just a few more miles to go. The Green Arrow, honey, I'm home.
Morning, guys. I'm working. I'm looking for news. Open my Discord. I'm trying to work, Rabbi. I know he has. I've got him.
The dust settles down on the highway, and the neon starts fading to blue. I've looked for a home in the shadows. In every town I've passed through, but there's a light in the window calling.
Check Discord, please, Rabbi.
Is a master that leads you to nowhere at all. But I've built me a bridge over trouble, and I finally stepped over the wall. You can keep all your gold and your silver and your ships out on the deep rolling sea. I'll take the peace and the promise, follow the green arrow home just for me. Oh, the green arrow points me back home, where the handshakes are honest and you're never alone. From the rise of the sun till the stars hit the ground, it's the sweetest refrain that my poor heart has found. In a world full of lonesome, I'm finally me. 'Cause the green arrows where I should be. You know, sometimes you wander so far, you forget what it's like to belong. But then you see that sign, and you realize you're home. Yeah, I'm hanging my hat where the spirit is free. The green arrow, that's the path for me. The dust settles down on the highway and the neon stars fade into blue. I've looked for a home in the shadows in every town I've passed through. But there's a light in the window.
Paco.
Yeah, I'm hanging my head where the spirit is free. The green arrow, that's the path for me. There's a crimson stain deep in the valley.
Una fides, una fortudo. If you'd like to make a playlist on your channel, tell us the name of it, and we will link to your playlist. And then in the mornings or later on in the day, we we'll play your playlists. We'll keep it up, and I'll have it on the side, and then I can call it up as required, and we'll carry a permanent link to your channel if you like. Come back. Oh, excellent. I'll get over to there now in a moment. Ribai, can you provide me a link in the Discord? Wonderful news, Una. Wonderful. Thank you.
To claim what is rightfully owned. Oh, the blood is the...
Look at the way he talks to me, guys. Look at the way he talks to me. Can you believe I have to put up with this? Look at the way he persecutes an old, weak man. Just because I'm going senile, he has a go at me. It's not my fault.
Are written in iron by a cold and a heavy-handed hand. I'm weary of trail dust and shadows and the sea.
Thank you, Tim. I'm glad someone understands. I'm trying to juggle all these balls, and then I've got someone like he's supposed to be helping me. I'm Batman, and he's supposed to be Robin. Puh, he's more like the Joker.
Where the bones of the pioneers sleep, they tell of a man out of legend who tamed the wild heart of the plain with nothing but grit in his spirit and a prayer for the...
Before we go there, though, to Una's playlist, let's have a look at this from Bad Wolf.
From the midst of the Neolithic dawn, the giant stones were laid. Stonehenge stands in silent watch where ancient vows were made. The Celts arise with torques of gold, the chariot wheels ignite. Against the eagles of the south, we scream into the night. Boudica in iron blood, the rebel queen's decree. A legacy of Thunderborn beside the northern sea. The hammers fall, the anvils ring. Hear the ghosts of Albion sing. From the wall to the steel, to the throne we shall kneel. Forever young, Britannia rise underneath the iron sky. From the charter signed in fire and mud to the empire born in sweat and blood. Ancient power, eternal flame. The world shall tremble Alfred dreams of unity while the Viking longships roar. The Danelaw breaks upon the cliffs of a jagged, salt-stained shore. Hastings saw the arrow fly, the Norman crown was won. But the spirit of the Saxon soul shall never be undone. Magna Carta, sword and quill, the love of the king. The bell of ancient liberty begins its heavy swing. Longbows rain from Agincourt. Drake commands the ocean chord. The Armada sinks in a watery grave. Rule the storm, rule the wave. Forever young, Britannia rise underneath the iron sky. From the charter signed in fire and blood to the empire born in sweat and blood. Ancient power, eternal flame. The world shall tremble at the name. The foundations of the world. The banner is unfurled. Albion.
To the wolf pack. Like, subscribe. Tell me who has been bad and who needs to feel my bite, and show me of those who need the strength of our pack.
It's the pull of the earth and the lineage that rises up over us all. Oh, the blood is the life of the river, and the soil is the soul of the land. The legends are written in iron by a cold and a heavy-handed hand.
From the hills of Spain,
where the guitars cry to the Nordic winds under endless sky. We were carved from stone, from blood, from flame, not built in offices with a borrowed name. From Irish songs in the pouring rain to the Balkan drums that echo pain. Every street, every tongue, every sacred ground has a story deep they can't drown out. They draw their lines in Brussels halls, but don't hear the ancient voices call. We are more than stars in a circle blue. We are roots that break right through. We are the roots of 1,000 nations. Voices older than their regulations. From Roman roads to Viking seas, we are history, we are free. You can rewrite what's in our veins. You can erase our native names. We stand as one, but not the same. Europe lives in every flame. French cafes where the poet spoke, German steel and the craftsman's oath, polished fields where the courage stands, Italian art shaped by human hands, Dutch canals that defy the tide, Greek old gods that still reside, every culture a living flame, not just numbers in a bureaucrat's game. They speak of unity, uniform design, but forget the soul they can't define. We are not copies, we won't comply. We are the truth they can't deny. We are the roots of 1,000 nations. Voices older than their regulations. From Roman roads to Viking seas, we are history, we are free. You can rewrite what's in our veins. You can erase our native names. We stand as one, but not the same. Europe lives in every flame. Not against, but not erased. Not a number, not replaced. We remember who we are. From village square to battle scar, let the flags rise, let them fly. Not divided, but not denied. Unity and truth, not control. 1,000 cultures, one shared soul. We are the roots of 1,000 nations, beyond their laws and limitations. From ancient stones to city lights, we carry centuries in our rights. No silent voice, no broken chain, no forced future will remain. Europe breathes in every name, and we will never be the same.
To the daily agenda for today's third podcast. It's been a beautiful sunny day here. Reached 21 centigrade earlier. It's a nice balmy evening as the sun's just going down over yonder west. Speaking of which, the west. So a few people have contacted me and said, could you please talk about Rupert Lowe on your channel and promote Restore Britain? Not officially. That's not an official approach from Restore Britain, I might add. That's just the group is, indulging their wishful thinking. I have actually made it perfectly clear in the past exactly what I think of Rupert Lowe and Restore Britain, but you know, I think about 3,000 more subscribers have come onto the channel since then. So for the benefit of doubt, I'll clarify it completely. Under no circumstances will I ever support Rupert Lowe. I've told you this before. I've told you why. He's a Tory. He's not a nationalist. I'm an ethno-nationalist. We have to use these terms to differentiate ourselves from the daft Sivnats or the Divnats because of their phony nationalism, which is just, you know, ideologically left-wing, quite frankly. And I've explained that as well in excruciating detail. In fact, so excruciating, even the stone behind me should be crumbling. But no, I will not support Rupert Lowe under any circumstances. He's a Tory committed to some deportations, for want of a better description. I'm not in the least bit impressed by Connor Tomlinson, Harrison Pitt, Charlie Downs. I'm not like these weak people, I guess you could say, around Steve Laws, who are supporting Rupert.
Seriously, guys, what is wrong with Simon? He can talk so much sense out of one side of his mouth and then spout so much shit out of the other. He's always knocking people down, but he's never, ever providing or suggesting solutions to our problems. Okay, Simon is still a young man, he'll come along. I don't know, I'm beginning to feel that Simon is just a bitter old man who hasn't forgotten the events of 2004, 2006, and he just can't let it go. I can understand to a certain extent because I still carry some grudges from the fall of the BNP towards certain people. But he hates everyone. I might as well get him to add me to his list. He didn't answer my request to interview him. He literally didn't answer my request. Told him about email, left a comment, nothing. Perhaps he's not as smart as he likes to think he is. Anyhow, let's listen to a bit more.
Put Lowe as their leader, and that includes Mark Collett, the Hitler-simping neo-Nazi. In fact, we saw, you know, that one of his goons today had actually joined Rupert and Restore Britain. It's hardly a surprise, is it? Well, I won't be doing it. I will be staying true to the cause. So, in an interview with Bo Dade, another one who claims to be an ethno-nationalist, I've never seen an ounce of ethno-nationalism in that man in any way, shape or form. Nor have I ever seen him involved in any ethno-nationalist organisation. So why would I regard him as an ethno? Go figure. Anyway, it won't take long to figure it out. It didn't take me long to figure it out. So the issue of Rupert Lowe, in that brief clip with Bo Dade, he wants immigration to continue, mass immigration to continue, and he just wants them to integrate here and contribute. Typical Tory. Sounds a little bit like Boris Johnson, doesn't he? This is the man who backed Boris Johnson, by the way, with Ben Habib and Nigel Farage in 2019 at the general election. In fact, Ben Habib was still donating to the Tory party in December 2019. Ben Habib's now irrelevant, isn't he? His Advance UK was absolutely slaughtered. Couldn't even beat the Monster Raving Loony Party. I guess you could say it was all over for Ben Habib the moment he secured the backing of Richard Inman and Paul Thorpe. What could possibly go wrong? Two political amateurs with the political acumen of a garden gnome. Said it many times. Rupert Lowe. And then there's also the issue of Sammy Woodhouse and his so-called grooming gangs inquiry, and the Peter Lynch tapes, and a false and misleading statement to the public about she claimed she'd been round to see the Lynch family and offered them money on behalf of Urban Scam, which is not true. And Peter Lynch's niece has confirmed that. But hey, presto, Dean Neal, the mighty, the courageous Lion of England, caught a bad rash of fear and fright when Paul Thorpe, you know, that imposing figure, threatened him with the bent coppers. That's all it took was, I'm going to have to report you to the bent coppers as well. And little Dean shit his pants, quite frankly, for want of a better description, and said, "That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You know, I'm done. I'm having nothing more to do with this. I can't cope with the negative feedback." Poor little Dean. Oh dear. Who'd have thought it? And yet the traditional bricklayer comes across as being so tough, doesn't he? And forthright. But in reality, when it comes to the crunch, that's not the case at all, is it? And anyone who would crumble to threats from the pipe grease boy, Paul Thorpe, in my opinion, is lower than pipe grease. So I trust that matter has been clarified. And, you know, his association with Sammy Woodhouse on that puerile inquiry that will achieve absolutely nothing. It's just a PR stunt, quite frankly, like everything else. And then, of course, I read earlier on X that Rupert Lowe is alleged to have said Tommy was right, but specifically on what issue? Grifting? Grifting millions over the years, scamming pensioners, for example, scamming the Peter Lynch family, for example. What was he right on? I'm still waiting for clarification on that. So, in truth, I'm under no circumstances will I ever support Rupert Lowe. I will never support any Tory. I will never support any safety valve operation. The Daily Agenda will never be used to promote any.
This guy doesn't promote anyone except himself, does he? I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind him taking a pop at other nationalists, no matter, okay, yes, some are tougher and stronger than others. Some are weaker, some are better educated, some have more knowledge about the history of nationalism. But at least they're nationalists and they're moving in the right direction, you know? But he doesn't suggest an alternative. If he was just to say, look at this party, look at Britain First, consider Paul Thorpe, look at UKIP, you know, talk to Nick Taccone. You know, I'm not suggesting for one moment that those guys are the solution. Personally, I don't think they are. But at least they're moving in our direction. Yeah, they are fellow travelers. But this man, he suggests nothing. I don't even think that he's worth the effort. I really don't. Oh, thank you, Professor. Yeah. It looks like your hands went crazy on the typewriter. I can speak typewriter, you know. Have a look at your keyboards now. Have a look at your keyboards and I'll read it to you. Okay, you ready? Just under the numbers if you've got a keyboard. Right, I shall now read to you from my typewriter. Kwetiwiop, Astafkachagala, and Zixkavubanam. There you go, practicing it. Here we go again. Kwetiwiop, Astafkachagala, and Zixkavubanam. There you go. Now you can all speak typewriter.
Safety valve operation, particularly ones led by Tories, with a proven track record of supporting Israel and Zionism, just like Tommy and Nigel and Ben and Inman and Thorpe and all the other Zio bots. Not going to happen. Don't waste your time coming back and asking me this question again. I think this has clarified it perfectly well. But on a wider issue, could Rupert Lowe actually save Britain? Well, how could he possibly save Britain? How could he possibly save Britain? Now, I wrote a policy committed to a 95% white supermajority through mass remigration. You can read it on the dailyagenda.co.uk. Now, why would the author of that policy, myself, want to support somebody like Rupert Lowe, who just wants to carry out a few 100,000 deportations? I can't think of any reason why I'd want to do that. Because I'm not a suicidally stupid lemming. That's why. And these so-called ethnats who've rushed to back him, well...
I don't know, guys. I really don't know. All this guy does every year, he pushes his book, he slags everyone off. Is there any point in the Green Arrow site going after him, calling him out? Should I challenge him to an interview? Yeah, I'd take him on. I'd have questions for him, but there would be any point. He'd just reiterate what he's saying in this YouTube. I'd say that, well, at least Rupert Lowe is trying to do something. Um, the the grooming gangs inquiries, the over thousands of freedom of information requests, all the information that he's brought to the British people. You know, I don't remember seeing Simon Tomlin ever revealing information about freedom of information requests, doing stuff like that. He talks about it, but does nothing. No, I don't think he's even worth a response. Do us a favor, Simon, shut the fuck up. Let's get back here.
Sides key,
Just for a second.
but the green arrows rooted in glory, where the bones of the pioneers sleep. It's a thick, heavy tie to the hollows. It's a debt that you pay with your years to keep the old flame from the ashes and wash away history's tears. Tumbleweeds roll past my window, and the desert wind howls at the door. I've been riding this circuit since Memphis, and my spirit is bruised to the core. There's a dust on my boots and my saddle, and the canteen is running on dry. But I'm chasing a silhouette yonder, where the emerald cuts through the sky. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen, and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire, and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. The stagecoach don't stop here. They wear the star, but they've forgotten the oath. Oh, yeah. 40 pounds of gear on a 12-hour shift, pulling another soul out of the drift. I've walked the alleys where the shadows grow tall, answering the radio, answering the call. No glory in the paperwork, no silver in the hand, just a tired lawman making a stand. But up on the 5th floor, the air is real still, where they trade our safety for a political bill. They've never tasted the copper or the street side rain, but they're signing the checks and then numbing the pain. They wear the star, but they've forgotten the oath, feeding their pride while we're cutting the growth. All the boots on the pavement are holding the line in the rain. In the wreckage we're doing just fine, but the suits in the summit behind the closed door, they're rotten, yeah, they're rotten to the core. The shield is steady, but the gavel is bent. The heart of the worker is nearly spare. Yeah, it's rotten, rotten to the core. We're the ones bleeding in the neon light while they're shaking hands at the gala tonight. They use our courage to buy them a vote, then leave us treading water in a sinking boat. Who's on the corner? We are. Who's facing the fire? We are. Who's selling the truth? They are. Who's the high-class liar? They are. The precinct is honest. Oh. The penthouse is cold. Oh. The soul of the city is being sold. On the pavement are holding the line in the rain and the wreckage. We're doing just fine, but the suits in the summit behind the closed door, they're rotten, yeah, they're rotten to the core. The shield is steady, but the gavel is bent. The heart of the worker is nearly spent. Yeah, it's rotten, rotten to the core. You can keep your title and your hollow praise. Oh, we're the ones living through the desperate days. Rotten to the core. Just rotten to the core. Don't forget to like and subscribe, or the wolf is coming for you. Blue. I've looked for a home in the shadows in every town I've passed through, but there's a light in the window calling, like a bell ringing steady and free. I finally found where I'm grounded, yeah. WCP is the place to be. Oh, WCP is the place to be.
Have you read our community post this morning, Lily? It's a nice photo of you on it.
From the rise of the sun till the stars hit the ground, it's the sweetest refrain that my poor heart has found. In a world full of lonesome, I'm finally me. 'Cause WCP is the place to be. They say that the road is a master that leads you to nowhere at all. But I built me a bridge over trouble, and I finally stepped over the wall. You can keep all your gold and your silver and your ships out on the deep rolling sea. I'll take the peace and the promise of the folks down at WCP. Oh, WCP is the place to be, where the handshakes are honest and the coffee is free. From the rise of the sun till the stars hit the ground, it's
Yes, I'm going to do a response video to that video we just saw, and I'll ask him if he'd like to discuss it. We can try.
full of lonesome, I'm finally me. 'Cause WCP is the place to be.
That's good, that is, Ben. That's really good. I might mention that to him. Is my sound coming through, Ribeye? Can I have a sound check? Can I speak over?
And you realize you're home. Yeah, I'm hanging my head where the spirit is free. WCP, that's the place for me.
Oh, let's go back to the green arrow bar, is there?
That I know the stagecoach don't stop here no longer, and the gold mines have all turned to rust. But there's a light in that valley of shadows that I'd follow through thunder and dust. It ain't about riches or glory or the names in the ledger of old. It's the warmth of a stove in the winter, when the prairie turns bitter and cold. Trading the spurs for the kitchen and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. I've outrun the law and the weather. I've outlasted the heat of the day. But I'm tired of being a hunter when my heart's half a lifetime away. Just a few more miles through the sagebrush. Just a few more miles to go. The Green Arrow, honey, I'm home. And my spirit is bruised to the core. There's a dust on my boots and my saddle, and the canteen is running on dry. But I'm chasing a silhouette yonder, where the emerald cuts through the sky. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. The stagecoach don't stop. You matter, yeah, that's what they say. As long as you don't go your own way, stay in line, don't ask why. Truth gets buried in a polished lie. Smile and nod, don't disagree. Freedom's just a word on TV. Think like us and you'll be fine. Step out once, you cross the line. They cheer you on when you comply, but turn their backs when you ask why. Do as I say, not as I do. Different rules apply to you. Rules for thee, but not for me. That's their kind of equality. Say the words, repeat the view. or they'll come and cancel you. No debate, no empathy, just control, dressed up as free. You matter if you fit the frame. Play their little social game. Change your voice, adjust your mind. Leave your real thoughts far behind. Agree with me, then we're okay. Disagree, you've lost your way. They don't listen, they just preach. Truth's the thing they'll never reach. They build a world where silence wins, and questioning becomes a sin. Do as I say, not as I do. Different rules apply to you. Rules for thee, but not for me. That's their kind of equality. Say the words, repeat the view, or they'll come and cancel you. No debate, no empathy, just control, dressed up as free. If you think the way I think, stand right here, don't even blink. But one wrong step, one wrong belief, you're labeled fast, beyond relief. No more voices, just one sound, echoes bouncing all around. Truth gets lost and fear takes hold. Freedom born and quickly sold. Do as I say, not as I do. They don't live the truth, they push on you. Rules for thee, but not for me. That's their fake morality. Shout it loud, break the screen, say the things they've never seen. No more silence, no more plea. Take it back and just be free. And just be free.
They told us to kneel. They told us to break. But we remember who we are.
We were raised in the silence, taught to obey. Chains in our minds kept the fire at bay. They drew all the lines, said stay in your place. But pressure makes diamonds, now look at our face. We carried the weight, we swallowed the lies. Watched as they traded our future for pride. But something is shifting, it's turning inside. You can't kill a will that was born to defy.
You can push us down, but we rise again. Through the dirt, through the blood, through the pain within. Every scar is a mark, every mark is truth. We are done being silent, we are coming through. Veni, vidi, vici, we came, we saw, we conquered. No more chains on me, no more living under. Hear the ground shake when we march as one. This is where it starts, this is what we've become. Veni, vidi, vici, fire in our veins. We don't bow down, we don't break in chains. From the ashes we rise, now the tide is turned. You can't stop a people when the fire burns. They labeled us dangerous, called us the threat. But fear is a weapon they haven't dropped yet. Divide and control, yeah, we've seen that before. But we're not buying into their scripted war. Voices awakening louder than lies. Truth in the streets, you can see it in eyes. We're done with pretending, done with disguise. No more submission, no compromise. You built your throne on a fragile lie. Now watch it shake as we unify. No king, no crown, no chosen elite. Just hearts that refuse to accept defeat. Baby, bitchy, we came, we saw, we conquered. Standing unbroken, rising stronger. Hear the echo roll through every land. We don't kneel down, we take our stand. Baby, bitchy, remember the name. We are the spark, we are. Keir Starmer stands tall in a suit of grey, talks of tolerance while faith is pushed away. The king nods on with a hollow crown, says God save the king, while the old truths drown. Church bells fade, now they barely ring. Silent hours where choirs used to sing. Musks rise high through the London mist, while they whisper the old world won't be missed. They turn from the cross, from the crown, from the throne. GoPro is along while they sell their own. England's people betrayed in the night, their land, their culture fading from sight. Starmer and the king, side by side they stand, while the people cry out, this is our land. Red passports turned to an open door. Boats keep coming, still more and more. In Rotherham streets, in Rochdale towns, silence lingers while truth is drowned. Multiculture's the future, they proudly say, while old England slowly. And and the people are left with nowhere to hide. Where's the lion? Where's England's flame? The towers still stand, but it's not the same. King Charles III waves while the crowds all cheer, but behind closed doors a shift is clear. They turn from the cross, from the crown, from the throne. Go pro-Islam while they sell their own. England's people betrayed in the night, their land, their culture fading from sight. Summer and the king, side by side they stand, while the people cry out, this is our land. Oh, England, rise, don't sleep through the fall. The ones at the table don't speak for all. The cross may fade, the crescent may rise, but England wakes, and it won't be denied. The banners hung heavy, all tattered and torn, in the valley where kings and their legends were born.
The iron was rusted, the gardens were dry, and a shroud of gray ashes had swallowed the sky.
For years we had drifted, for years we had strayed, while the stones of our fathers
began to degrade. The hearts were all cold and the children were still,
as the shadow of winter crept over the hill. Oh, the kingdom was falling, the walls crumbling down. Lost was the glory and lost was the crown. But when the clock struck the hour of deepest despair, a voice like a trumpet rang out through the air. Not a lord in his silk, nor a knight in his mail, but a humble man, Rupert, who stepped through the gale. He didn't have silver,
he didn't have gold,
just a heart that was honest.
Did you drop a
and
tablet?
hands that were bold.
He stood in the
It's
square
one of the
where the elders would meet, with the dust of the roadway still thick on his feet.
He spoke not of conquest or vengeance or pride,
but of the love for the soil that we'd buried inside.
he spoke of the ancestors, sturdy and deep, who had planted the orchards we neglected to keep. Oh, the kingdom was falling, the walls crumbling down.
oh, hold on.
Lost was the glory and lost was the crown. But when the clock struck the hour of deepest despair, a voice like a trumpet rang out through the air. Not a lord in his silk, nor a knight in his mail, but a humble man, Rupert, who stepped through the gale.
He picked up a hammer, he picked up a plow.
He said, if we don't save our home, tell me when, tell me how.
And one by one, neighbors looked up from the mud, with the fire of old memories stirring their blood. The blacksmith, the baker, the girl from the mill, they followed his lead up the side of the hill.
Through the sweat of the brow and the strength of the back, they mended the breach and they filled every crack. The gardens were planted, the bells started to ring, and the birds in the rafters began once to sing. It wasn't the sword that had won back the day, but the courage to work and the spirit to stay. In the land of our fathers, the place we belong, where the weak found their power and the quiet grew strong. But there's a light in that valley of shadows that I'd follow through thunder and dust. It ain't about riches or glory or the names in the ledger of old. It's the warmth of a stove in the winter, when the prairie turns bitter and cold. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. I've outrun the law and the weather, I've outlasted the heat of the day, but I'm tired of being the hunter when my heart's half a lifetime away. Just a few more miles through the sagebrush, just a few more miles to go. The Green Arrow, honey, I'm home. The tumbleweeds roll past my window, and the desert wind howls at the door. I've been riding this circuit since Memphis, and my spirit is bruised to the core. There's a dust on my boots and my saddle, and the canteen is running on dry. But I'm where the emerald cuts through the sky. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen and the stars for a roof overhead.
I now want to address the national political landscape. I've thought long and hard about what I'm going to say to you, and I've come to a stark conclusion. There is simply no other way. This is the only choice.
Concrete cold, blow knows the truth is getting old. Boots on the pavement, no payment. Vet on the corner with a cardboard sign. Watch the line, watch the borderline. Rupert speaks loud, makes us proud. Bitter when a biting that.
Oops, I don't want that. Good message, wrong singer. Wrong singer. Rabbi, we'll have to have a polite word with them.
For a bed, I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. The stagecoach don't stop here no longer, and the gold mines have all turned to rust. But there's a light in that valley of shadows that I'd follow through thunder.
That happened on Sunday.
Jeff Taylor woke up to the sound of his alarm groaning, which seemed fitting. He himself was groaning.
Hello there.
His hair was a chaotic swirl of grey on the sides, leaving the top suspiciously bare, like a tiny, reluctant stage. His moustache, however, stood perfectly in line, sternly disciplined, silently judging the rest of him. He yawned. The first challenge, dressing for his first YouTube video of the day. He shuffled through a wardrobe made for bigger people. Pinstripe suit, check. Oversized paperclip, check. Socks that actually matched, a small miracle. He tugged at his sleeves, straightened his collar and, in a moment of vanity or despair, examined himself from head to toe. "You're presentable," he said aloud, mostly to himself. Pausing, he added, "ish." His tiny frame in the huge chair looked almost comically heroic, like a man trying to occupy a space far larger than himself. Today was for marches, for crowds, for flags snapping in the wind and for shouting into the void. The streets were alive. Union Jacks waved, megaphones barked, chants rose and fell like unpredictable waves. Jeff planted himself among them, elbow high to most knees, trying to wedge a voice into the roar. "Excuse me, hello," just a quick word. A boot nearly crushed him. He leapt sideways with surprising agility, adjusted his paperclip and tried again. "My name is Jeff Taylor," he shouted, reddening as the familiar indignation took hold. "I've got no hair. Well, not on top. Please don't just walk past. Listen, just hear me." The crowd roared on, oblivious. His tiny feet stomped. His fists gestured wildly. He was invisible, a storm in a thimble. He ducked under waving flags, sidestepped trampling boots, flinched around elbows. Every attempt to speak was swallowed by the surrounding chaos. He was a proper fury, confined to a very small body. He muttered to no one in particular. There was another reason he kept at it, a quiet, driving challenge that fueled all his red-faced shouting. Tommy Robinson. Seeing the man, hearing the name, imagining being noticed, even briefly by him, that was a dream, a goal. The impossible little spark that made all the nearly trampling, the chaos, the shouting worth it.
Hello there.
Hours later, he finally trudged home. No noise, no boots, no near-extinction events every half second. Just a chair, a quiet room, and a cup of cocoa he held like a fragile trophy. The steam curled upward, warm and comforting, carrying with it the faint scent of triumph that nobody else would ever smell. He flicked on a live stream he had bookmarked, the one he watched every night. Familiar voice, familiar cadence. And then, his name, clear, unprompted. He froze. Rewound. Played it again. There it was. Undeniable. A small, slow smile curled his lips. For a brief moment, he wasn't invisible. The world had noticed. His efforts, his chaos, his tiny fury, all validated. And even if Tommy Robinson had no idea, even if the recognition was fleeting, it had felt close enough. He leaned back in his chair, cocoa in hand, and felt something he rarely allowed himself. Chuffed. Properly chuffed. The little man had won today in the only way that mattered. He had been heard. Hello there, he whispered softly to himself, not demanding, not asking, just said. He had a great night's sleep that night, dreaming of the day he had just lived. Every march, every shout, every near miss, every red-faced indignation replayed like a tiny parade in his dreams. He slept like someone who had finally been noticed, tiny, triumphant, and utterly satisfied. Good night, children. And remember, if you're not nice to people, and you tell fibs to the world, one day Focus on Britain might just make a video about you. Bye for now.
Woke up, felt too real. Told me on the telly, making big deal, smiling, saying that would be nice. Then it's back to his room, to his same old life. Staring lines, like and subscribe. Gets it right this time under his task. Don't forget, yeah. Got it all planned, but it feels off track. Half a dream that he can't get back. Paper clip getting heavy. Personality, I sure lie. Hello there, my name is Jeff. And I've got thinning hair, would you like and subscribe? Or send me some cash, cause my name is Jeff Taylor and I have got a tash. Hello there, streets loud. Million people in a raving crowd. Faces change, you don't recognize. Under his eyes, angry, no one cares. Too slow, drowned out by the louder voices. Cars, where I am here, don't land right. Disappears. Hello there, my name is Jeff. And I've got thinning hair, would you like and subscribe? Or send me some cash, my name is Jeff Taylor and I have got a tash. Hello there, scrolling through his phone. Looking for proof he was not alone. Swear I was there. Small like an elf, late screen on bright. Finds a live stream later that night. Saw me saying it with a grin, leans in. Spotting him in, thinks he hears something close to his name. Sounds the same, smiling now. Somehow he's small, but it don't feel that way. For a little moment at the end of the day, watches it once, then once again, like he is proving where he has been. Hello there, my name is Jeff. And I've got thinning hair, would you like and subscribe? Or send me some cash, cause my name is Jeff Taylor and I have got a tash. Hello there, lays down quiet. Thinking back on it all that way, he's still not seen, but he don't mind. Small as a mouse. Hello there, I am Jeff Taylor. Advance is finished. Thought is diminished. That is that.
I didn't get my share of the shekels last time, Richard.
No, I know. I must have kept them for myself. Yes.
Yeah.
Bloody
typical
hell.
Zionist. But let me show you something.
Reconvecting bassline enters sounds of a faint, out-of-tune organ. Now.
Look, it's time, isn't it? Let's have a little chat about it. The curtains are twitching, the tea's gone cold.
I'm voting Restore Britain, yeah, you heard me. Restore Britain gets my vote. We're all doing it, really. It's the only antidote to this. Well, this mess we found ourselves in. I'm voting Restore Britain. Restore Britain gets my vote. We're voting Restore Britain. It's the only antidote.
They say we're a bit harsh, don't they? On the immigration front.
lacking compassion. But have a look out the window. The place is absolutely packed. It's a simple chain reaction, really physics if you like. The schools are full, the NHS it's breaking at the seams. We aren't saying no forever, we're just living in our means. It's for the ones who came before us, the ones who built this land, for the kids who need a future, a place for them to stand. So when we say negative, it's not hate, it's just housekeeping, fixing it before the roof falls in. I'm voting Restore Britain. Restore Britain gets my vote. We're voting Restore Britain. It's the only antidote. And then there's the big one, the barbaric death penalty. Cruel, they call it. But what about the victims? Is that the modern rule? We aren't talking about a bit of shoplifting or a petty mistake. We're talking about the monsters, for goodness gracious sakes. And yeah, it sounds harsh, but we've got to draw a line for the safety of our children, for your family, and for mine. Our ancestors fought for justice, for a land that's safe and free. A vote for Restore Britain is a vote for you and me. It's not about the anger, it's about the love for this country, for its people, for the future we can grab. A choice we've never had, a voice we've never known, to plant a tree today for a forest to be grown. For our children's children's children, for generations yet to come, to give them back the country that we all came from. I'm voting Restore Britain for our future, for our home, for Britain. I'm voting Restore Britain.
Okay, guys, I think that's a wrap. Ribeye is making me work. Yeah. Well, you got to remember, guys, on this channel, Ribeye rules. He's the moderator. He controls me. In the background, if I step out of line, he'll slap my wrist. He's not worried about me stopping his pay because I don't pay him. He knows there's nothing I can do to touch him. I need him. Oh dear, he's my dominatrix. He's a tough cookie. You really don't want to upset him. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen him lose his temper. And I've known him since 2006. He's always calm, collected, thinks things through. Yeah, I suppose. Don't you start now, 8 mags, whip crack, get to work. I don't know. Shall I do that video on Simon Tomlin and ask him what the hell he's talking about? Oh, it's not all bad news then, Steve. Oh dear. What a shame. What a pity. I don't care. Oh. Repaying latex clothes then, that would be nice. So you're a Czech Warren Dan then. I didn't know you were a Czech. I'll have to treat you with some respect then. Yeah. Don't start, Paul. We can do that tonight. Okay, guys, it's been a wrap. I put a community post up this morning about last night's live stream with where Leanne came and joined us. I think it's Lily, isn't it? She was great, and we had that guy over from Ulster. He was pretty good. Bluebell, I'm afraid we're just about to call it a wrap. Okay then, guys, you've been listening to Paul Morris, the Green Arrow, and you've been moderated by Ribeye, who's been throwing his weight around what he's not paid to do. Bye, guys. Yes, Una's a lucky man, and yep, I agree. Catch you in the next one, guys.